Hello, friends. Good evening, all of you. So, now let us start the session with the remaining topic of pricing decision. Okay, in previous session, we have studied that taking decision related to deciding the pricing of the finished good which we want to sell in the market is not an easy task, and we have to consider many factors for taking the decision related to deciding the selling price of the goods or services which we want to sell in the market. Okay, out of which we have studied about the market exists for our product. The product which we want to sell in the market, it might be the market for such product might be a perfect competition market or a monopoly market or monopolistic market or oligopoly market. Okay, and then we have studied that in case of monopolistic market, we will decide the selling price, where the marginal revenue will be equal to marginal cost. And at this place, the organization will earn maximum profit. So this is what we have studied. We have studied about theory of price. We have done questions in numerical related to this topic in previous session. Okay, then we have studied about price customization and price sensitivity. These are the topic which we have covered in previous session. Now in today's session, we will study about pricing method. Okay, how to decide the selling price of the commodity, and for which we have different methods. So let us consider all those methods. Though we have, out of all these methods, cost benefit method we have already discussed in previous session. Cost benefit method is nothing. Cost based method, we have discussed this cost based method in previous session. Cost based pricing method is nothing but considering the cost the organization is having out of the product or services and the profit the organization want to earn. Okay, the profit which the organization wants to earn, we will consider that, and we out of after this we will get the selling price. Okay, so this is the method of cost based pricing method. Okay, and we have done some questions related to this method also. Now let us consider this competition based pricing method. Okay, yeah, before taking the remaining topic, I want to clear one doubt which you have in previous session. So let me discuss the doubt which you had in previous session, then we will proceed forward. Okay, let us consider that doubt. Okay, you people have asked me related to the topic of target costing. So let me relate the topic of target costing here. See, if you have studied the target costing, I hope you know that in case of target costing, we decide the selling price after considering the price in the market at which we can sell our product or services. Okay, we will first try to find out the selling price at which we can sell, the price prevail in the market. You will call it the price prevail in the market. Okay, the price at which you can sell your commodity. Okay, for that you will consider the various conditions, like you will consider whether the market is competitive market, okay, monopoly market, what kind of market exists for your product. Accordingly, you will find the price prevailing in the market, and after considering the selling price, you will consider the profit you want to earn, the desired profit you want to earn from this product, the product which you want to sell. Okay, from here you will get cost. Now this cost, we call this cost as target cost. Okay, this is the cost which we want to achieve. While it might be possible, if we are producing a good, if we are producing a good, it might be possible that we are incurring cost on material, we are incurring cost on labor, overheads, other expenses, all expenses. Okay, after considering all these, we will get some cost. Okay, so this is the actual cost which I'm incurring for producing a good. Okay, and this is the cost which I actually want to achieve for my product. Okay, and so for here we will do various kind of analysis. We will find the way to reduce the cost strategically. Okay, we will try to find out the way to reduce the cost to achieve this target cost strategically. Okay, so this is how it is related. Okay, so in case of strategic cost management, we will, in this case, we will consider what the selling price prevail in the market, the actual selling price at which you can sell your product or services in the market. So I hope it is clear to all of you. It is clear? Yeah. This is a query of Kunal. Okay, this is the query Kunal and I think Sumit asked me in previous session. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now let us consider deciding the pricing method considering the competition based. Okay, so the first method here is going rate pricing. So you will study, when you will study this going rate pricing, you will find that this is something related to competitive market. It is something, don't write it in examination that this is related to competitive market, but if you will study, you will find that this is something which is related to competitive market. Now let's see here, we are considering, we are finding the price by considering competition. Okay, on the basis of competition, after considering the competition, we will find the selling price for our product. Okay, so here price are set mainly after the consideration of what its competitor are charging. So here you will see, at this place you will see what price your competitor is charging. Okay, and after considering that, you will find your own selling price. Okay, considering the price of your competitor, you will find the selling price of your own product. Now do you have, let us read this more in detail. Okay, going rate pricing, we are studying about this going rate pricing, in which we will consider the price which is quoted by the competitor. Okay, the selling price of the goods quoted by the competitor, we will consider this. Okay, the selling price per unit for the product quoted by the competitor, we will consider that, and then we will find our own selling price for our own product. Okay, now here in this case, first let us understand what is going rate pricing. Now in case of going rate pricing, what happened, it is a method under which the firms try to keep its price at the average level as charged by industry. Okay, so the price in an industry, any kind of industry, the price which is charged by other competitor, you will consider the average price, and then use then you will use that for deciding the selling price of your own product. Okay, such pricing method is especially useful where it is difficult to measure the cost, where it is not possible for you to measure the cost. You will consider that. Okay, you will find the actual, see, now here you can apply the target costing. Why? You are considering the actual price prevailing in the market, the actual selling price prevailing in the market. You will consider the average of that. Okay, you will consider that average selling price per unit. Okay, you will find that. Then you will consider the profit you want to earn here. You will consider that. Okay, then here you will get a cost, but it is not possible. It is not exactly the cost which you are incurring in your own organization. So now this is your target cost. You want to achieve this cost. Okay, for that you will apply different strategy in your organization in order to achieve the target cost. है ना? So adoption of going rate pricing will not only yield fair return, but would least disruptive to industry harmony. So see, this is how help. This is not just this. If you will adopt this going rate pricing, you will not just get a fair return for yourself. Okay, but also if you will consider that this will not result in, you know, price war in the industry. Otherwise, if you will keep your price less than the competitor, in such case it might be possible that in the market price war begins. Okay, so this will avoid such kind of things in the market, and it will help you to keep industry harmony. Okay, so I hope you understand. You can apply this going rate pricing at the place where the competition is very high, highly competitive condition, under a highly competitive condition where the other people, other competitor are selling homogeneous products. So you can see here that you can apply the same condition in case of perfect competition. है ना? In case of means you are adopting the price which is actually prevailing in the market. है ना? You are adopting that price. I hope there is no doubt up to this point. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Now, after this, if you have any doubt, okay, now I will change the color of my pen, but Kunal, please tell me, your target costing is clear to you or not? The topic which is related to target costing, you asked me in previous session. I will discuss the remaining questions of the book. Okay, so don't worry about that. We will discuss all the questions, okay, in today's session. We don't have much topic to cover in today's session. So we will discuss all the questions. Don't worry about that. Now let us consider, this is again a competition-based pricing strategy. Now what is competition-based pricing strategy? Where you consider the price charged by your competitor. Now this is a seal bid pricing. This is actually happen at the place of government. You will see this is actually happen at the place of government. Wait, let me do this first. This seal bid pricing, you can see this method of seal bid pricing in case of government organization. In case of government organization, you can see the seal bid pricing. Wait, I want to correct the size of my pen so that it will be visible to all of you. Now, if you can see here, seal bid pricing, you will observe this strategy, this pricing method in case of generally government. Okay? I hope you people have read such news in newspaper, government. Okay? Government, they issue tenders for various kind of project. Like what? Like if the government wants to make some road for the people, okay, or some highway or any kind of infrastructure related project, or I have more example, like in case of defense in India, they issue tender to the people, those who have license, okay, to do that work. Okay, not everyone is allowed to do the government related work. Not everyone, see, not everyone is allowed to do the work of government. Okay, because especially in case of defense, okay, in case of army, air force, navy, not everyone is allowed to do their work. Okay, and for that they issue license for the authorized person that yes, you are eligible to do our work. Okay, now in this case what happened, government like defense or other government, okay, government organization, they issue tender. Now tender is what? The offer price. They will issue a tender, the government will issue tender. Tender is what? They will issue an offer price and they will ask the supplier to quote their selling price. Quote their selling price. They will ask different competitor, they will ask different supplier to quote their price. Now here, see, generally you will see that generally this is the condition that there are many buyer in the market, many buyer. many buyer and one seller. Okay, generally such kind of condition happens in market. One seller, many buyer, one shop, many buyer, है ना? One shop, many customer, one chartered accountant, many clients, one advocate, many clients. So generally this is the condition. This is the condition which you have observed in the market. One seller, many buyer. Generally this condition exists in the market. But in case of sealed bid pricing, you will observe that there is one buyer and many seller, means just opposite of this condition. Means one buyer, one is the buyer is government, okay, one buyer, the buyer is government, okay, and government wants to buy something, some product or some services from the seller. Now here from the many seller, they want them to give they will issue the tender and they will ask them to offer their selling prices, the prices at which they can sell the product or the services. Like we have a company, defense company, and they want fruits or vegetable from some supplier. Okay, now for that they will ask the eligible, the person, those who have license to supply, they will ask them to quote their prices. Okay, for that they will issue tender. At the same time, they will give the time like 10 to 10:15. You people have to quote the selling price, the price at which you can provide defense, fruits, vegetable, potato, onion, tomato, milk, bread, okay, everything. Okay, quote the selling price at which you can supply us. Defense will say that the price at which you can supply is fruit, vegetable, milk, bread, eggs, etc. Okay, quote the selling price for every commodity which we want to buy for entire 1 year. So generally this is the tender for 1 year. Okay, and they ask the supplier. Now see here, for example, there are 7 supplier, those who have the license, those who are eligible to supply the product to the defense. So now everyone wants to get this tender, everyone wants to get this contract from the government in order to make money. So now in this case, everyone wants to quote such price which should be less than the competitor. Like this person, if this person want to get the contract from the government, okay, in such case this person want to quote such price which should be less than the price quoted by the other supplier. But yes, on the other side, he wants to make money also, so he don't want to keep his selling price much lower. Okay, so see, for that they have to consider the situation, the selling price, the right selling price to quote in order to supply the goods and services to the army. Okay, and such such selling price should be enough to recover all the variable and fixed costs. The price should enough to recover all the variable and fixed cost, and the price should be minimum enough to get the tender, है ना? So in this way, this is the example of sealed bid pricing. This is an example of sealed bid pricing, and generally you will observe such kind of pricing strategy. This pricing method you will observe in case of government contract generally. Okay, I'm using here a word generally. You will observe this in case of government contract. Okay, you will observe this in case of government contract. So I hope you understand. See, in both the cases you are considering the competition. Okay, you are considering the price set by the competitor. In this case you are considering that. Okay, now let us consider the next. Okay, in between, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. See, this yellow pen is visible or not? Yellow pen, because dark color will not be visible here. Or if white color is there, I will use that. Yeah, white is more visible. I'll use white color now. Okay, Ambika has a query. She's asking me that, ma'am, in seal bid, does buyer has monopoly? See, I will not say exactly yes, but yes, in most of the cases, you can see that the buyer have monopoly. Like government, we are talking about the contract of defense, we are talking about the contract of government, or we are talking about some contract of big organization. Okay, so I'm not saying 100%, but yes. Okay. Okay. So I hope it is all clear to all of you. Now let us consider method of deciding the selling price. Method of deciding the selling price of the product per unit, which is based on value. I hope this value word is very clear to all of you. We have discussed the meaning of value word from our first session. Value means what? Value means something for which the customer is willing to pay. Okay, you are offering something to the customer. Okay, something for which the customer is willing to pay. Okay, now here we will find the price, the selling price of the product based on perceived value and true economic value. What is the difference between the perceived value and true economic value, and how these perceived value and true economic value will help us to find the price of the goods and services. Okay, now let us first consider this value based pricing method. We all know value means what? See, if I will go to the market and sell this box, see, in this box, this is a box, I keep my pen inside this box. Okay, this is a box for keeping my pen. Okay, now for example, I am a producer or a manufacturer of this kind of boxes. Okay, and in the market, I want to sell this box for 20,000. I want to sell this box for 20,000. Okay, now see, customer, before paying me rupees 20,000, customer will first think that whether 20,000 is value for money or not. Okay, customer will think first that whether it is for value for money or not. Okay, so here value based pricing method means pricing will be decided at such, we will decide the selling price at such point where the customer is willing to pay money. Okay, it's not like I'm deciding 20,000 per unit and not even a single customer is ready to pay me money. Okay, so I will not consider that. Value means something for which the customer is willing to pay, and considering that value, I will decide the selling price of my product. Okay, I will decide selling price of the product or services which I want to sell in the market by considering the value my product is giving to customer. Okay, I will consider that. Okay, now let us see here. This is the diagram which we have in our book. This is the diagram. This is the diagram. See, I want to expand this diagram, but I think I can't. I have option to expand it. Yeah, I think I can expand. Okay, if you can see this diagram, if you will see this diagram, okay, you have this diagram in your book, and in this diagram you can see perceived value. Perceived value means the benefit the consumer is getting from your product and because of which the consumer is willing to pay you. Okay, you are giving such benefit to the customer for which the customer is willing to pay you. Okay, and on the basis of which you will decide the selling price. For example, if you will see here the progression of economic value of coffee. Okay, you can see that for a raw coffee, customer will pay you less. Okay, when you will convert this raw coffee into a dried powdered coffee packed in such manner, in such case, since you have added the benefit to the customer, so the customer is willing to pay you more. Okay, now again, from this powdered coffee, if you are preparing a ready-made coffee to drink, okay, you are increasing the benefit for the customer, and in such case the customer is willing to pay you even more. You know, so I hope you understand that how with the value the customer will ready to pay you. Okay, and on the basis of which you will decide the selling price. Okay, on the basis of which you will decide the selling price. Okay, so perceived value is the value that consumer understand the product deliver it to it. Okay, so perceived value means that Here, see, the perceived value means that customer knows that he is getting this benefit, and that is why customer is willing to pay you. Okay, customer knows that the difference between this raw coffee and this coffee, okay, customer knows the difference between this, and therefore he knows the benefit he is getting from here, and that is why he is willing to pay. Now remember, this is a line which we have underlined. Consumer understand. ठीक है, consumer here understand that you are giving them benefit, and that is why consumer is willing to pay you. ठीक है, I hope you understand, and with the help of which you will decide the price for the product which you want to sell in the market. ठीक है, now let us understand the true economic value, and what is the difference between the true economic value and what is the difference between perceived value and true economic value? Let us first understand this. See, we have this. I hope it is visible to all of you. You can see here. True economic value is even more than perceived value. Why true economic value is more than perceived value? I hope you first see this. The market price of the commodity is ₹2. However, its economic value is ₹4. ठीक है ना? What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this true economic value or objective value? What does this mean? See, though you are giving the benefit to the customer here, you are giving a benefit to the customer here, ठीक है? But the customer is getting benefit here, okay? Customer is getting benefit here, ठीक है? But it is not necessary that the customer is recognizing that he is getting the benefit or not. ठीक है? You are giving benefit, ठीक है? For example, you are a supplier, ठीक है? And you want to decide, you are a supplier and you want to decide the selling price for the goods or services which you want to sell in the market. ठीक है? You are a supplier and you want to decide the selling price for the goods and services which you want to sell in the market. ठीक है? Okay, now for selling this product, you are giving some value to the customer, but there are some customer in the market, those who are actually recognizing the value which you are giving to them. But also there are some customers, those who are not recognizing the value which you are giving them. But yes, you are giving them a value. But it might be possible some kind of customer exists in the market, those who do not recognize the value which you are giving to them from the product you are offering to them. Do you have example, ma'am? What are you saying? Can you help us to understand this with the help of example? Yeah, I want to explain you with the help of this. Do you know that coffee in Starbucks are very expensive? They're very expensive. If you will go to a Starbucks, you will find the price of the coffee is like 500 rupees per coffee, right? Very expensive. Now, why is the price of the coffee in Starbucks is so expensive? ठीक है? Why? See, why is the coffee which you drink, the coffee which you drink in any coffee which you drink in like McDonald's, ठीक है? McDonald's or like any restaurant, ठीक है? Restaurant, McDonald's, the coffee which you drink here, ठीक है? And the coffee which you drink at this Starbucks, you can see that the price of the same coffee which you are paying here is ₹500, and for the same coffee you are paying in McDonald's rupees just 70-80 rupees, है ना? Or any other restaurant like cold coffee, you pay just ₹100 for any kind of cold coffee, maximum 150, ठीक है? Not more than that. But in Starbucks you pay 500, 600, so much. Why? Because remember, because Starbucks is not just giving you any kind of product or services. Starbucks is giving you experience. Experience means they are making your time unforgettable, memorable. If you will go to Starbucks and if you will spend some half an hour or 1 hour in Starbucks, okay, and you drink a coffee in Starbucks, the time 1 hour or half an hour you will spend there will be a memorable time for you. How? Because they just don't consider the quality of the coffee. They just don't consider that they want to provide you best quality of coffee. No, they just don't consider that. They want to give you the best aura, the best ambience. If you will go to Starbucks, you will find that the music is so good. Okay, the aroma is so good. The sitting arrangement is so good. Everything is so good, so perfect that the time you will spend in Starbucks will become unforgettable. They will give you some experience. But yes, there are some customer in the market, those who are recognizing it. And there might be some customer exist in the market, those who do not recognize it. Okay, there might be some people in this planet. Okay, there might be some people, those who will say, who will discourage, oh, Starbucks is very expensive. We can buy and drink same coffee in McDonald's for rupees 100 or 150. Why should we spend rupees 600 for Starbucks? They will say like that. There are many people in this planet. So they are not recognizing the benefit which Starbucks is giving to them, is trying to give, right? They are not recognizing the benefit. On the other hand, if I will ask you people, I know after studying this concept, the strategy, you will understand that yes, Starbucks, they are providing what? They are providing not just good quality coffee, but they are also providing, the Starbucks are also providing to them a different experience. The time which you will spend in that place will become your unforgettable time. Okay? It will become memorable for lifetime. Okay? So this is the strategy. See here, the value at this place, the value is given by Starbucks company. The value is given by Starbucks company is two condition exist here. There might be some people, those who will recognize the benefit, and there might be some people, those who will not recognize the benefit. Okay, so though the company is giving benefit to the customer, but yes, there are some customer, those who are recognizing the benefits, and yes, there are some customer, those who are not recognizing the benefit. But yes, the company is providing the benefit. So this is true economic value. Okay, or objective value. Now, if you have any doubt, you can ask me, or we will do a question related to this topic. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Anything which you want to ask me? Kunal. Pen is not visible. Okay, if the pen, please tell me the pen is visible or not. Is there any problem related to pen now? Is there any problem related to pen now? Is it visible? Quickly tell me. Is it clear to all of you? You understand this concept? True economic value? I hope the concept is clear to all of you now. I want to take a question related to this topic. Okay, then we will proceed further and we will take other topics. Okay, but before proceed further, we have a question, a small question from our book. Okay, let us consider this question. This question is related to true economic value. You are giving benefit to the customer, and there might be some customer, those who are recognizing the benefit, and there might be some customer, those who are not recognizing the benefit. But yes, you are giving them benefit, and because of which you are charging more. Okay, solve this question. I mean, just read it. Okay, just read it. I want all of you to read it. Just read it. Okay, white pen is visible. So I hope, read this question. This is a question which is related to true economic value. Okay. This question is related to true economic value, and I want all of you to understand this question. A customer want to buy a system from a single year. Sorry, a customer wants to buy a system for a single year, after which it will be scrapped with plans to use it for 2500 hours. Okay, so customer is buying a system for 1 year. The life of the system is 1 year. The life of the system is 1 year. Okay, after which it will be scrapped. Okay, and it will work for 2500 hours. This is the information we have here. Okay, now cost structure of similar product, system X and system X2, means this is the similar product, cost structure for the similar product. Find the true economic value for the system X2. We have to find the true economic value for this product. We want to find true economic value for this. Okay. Find the true economic value for the system X2, true economic value for the system X2. If cost of the system crash to the buyer is rupees 1 lakh. Now system crash, cost of system crash is 1 lakh, and the probability of system crash is 10% for similar product. However, they are giving you a benefit that the system will crash. The probability of the system to crash is just 0.5%. So it's a benefit. है ना? Generally, the system which you are buying will crash. The probability of the system to crash is 10%. But in your product, the probability of the system to crash is just rupees 0.5%. Okay, but your operating cost is more than the similar product in the market. The operating cost is more than the similar product in the market. ठीक है जी? Do you understand what they are trying to explain you here? Do you understand this? Can you help me to find the true economic value? I want all of you to reply me quick. Can you help me to find out the true economic value? Can you help me to find the true economic value? Try to think about it. Okay, so now let us find out the true economic value here. Let us try to find out. Calculation of true economic value. See, how will we calculate that? First, we will consider the price prevail in the market of the similar product. Similar product is available in the market for rupees 3,7,500. and because of my product the customer is benefit of this, okay, for which I will charge, for which the organization will charge, okay. The customer is getting benefit of this because for which the organization will charge money, okay. So what is this value? 1 lakh into 10% minus 0.5%. Okay, and this value will come as rupees 95. This. Okay, so see, this is the price prevailing in the market for the similar product. I will consider that. Okay, I want to sell this product in the market. So first I will check the price prevail in the market for the product which I want to sell. The price is this. Okay, now I am giving them a benefit. This is the benefit which I am giving to them. Whether the customer is recognizing this benefit or not, I am giving them this benefit and for which I will charge money. What is the benefit? The probability of the system crashes is just 0.5%. Okay, which is 9,500. Okay, this is a benefit which I'm giving to the customer. Okay, but yes, the operating cost of my product is more, for which I will reduce my money. Okay, I will reduce the selling price. Okay, this is what? This is operating cost is what? You can see here. Okay, for how many hours? 2,500 hours is given here. So in this way, you will get a value of 6,250 and you will charge this money 3,750. You will charge this price from the customer. Wait. Calculate this. Calculate this. You will find the value 40750. Okay, this value, I think this value will come. If you will calculate, if you do the calculation, this value will come. You will charge true economic value. This is the true economic value and you will charge this money from the customer. Okay, so this is how we should do this question. I hope this is clear to all of you. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, yes, I got answer from Ambika. Okay, this is clear. Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear to all of you? Okay. Now let us consider the remaining topic. I hope the true economic value is clear. So I hope these concepts are clear to all of you. Pricing method, first method was cost-based pricing method. You will consider the cost, the markup which you want to earn from the product, then you will decide the selling price. Okay? Then competition based, see, you generally follow this method in case of monopoly. If you have monopoly, you can decide the selling price. We all know that if we have monopoly in the market, we can decide the selling price for the goods or services which we want to sell in the market. Okay? However, if there is competition in the market, okay, then in such case we will either follow going rate pricing. Okay, the price prevail in the market. Okay, we will consider that, we will take the average of that, and then we will consider the selling price for the goods and services which we are providing. Okay, or other is seal bid pricing. So seal bid pricing is a case where there is one buyer and many sellers. Okay, and those seller will quote the price and we will issue tender, and this is a case, generally this case you will observe this case in case of government organization. Okay, next is value based pricing method. You will decide the selling price. Generally this happens if your product is new. Okay, so you will decide the price of the goods and services based on the value which you are giving to the customer. Okay, perceived value means the benefit which you are giving to the customer. Customer is recognizing that benefit and that is why he is willing to pay you money. True economic value means you are giving such benefit to the customer that whether There are some customers those who are recognizing the benefit which you are giving to them, and there might be some customers those who do not recognize the benefit which they are receiving, right? But still you are giving them some benefit, and for which you are charging them. Okay. So these are the methods which we have discussed. Okay, and the questions and numerical may come from these topic. Okay, now let us consider the next topic. Okay, now here you can see that you can see the method of pricing. Okay, different method of pricing. Now let us consider next pricing method, and this is the pricing method in case if there is a recession in the market. You know the recession. Okay, if there is recession in the market, in such case, what pricing strategy you will follow? Okay, if there is recession in the market. See, they are saying that if there is a recession in the market, in such case, you should charge selling price less than the total cost. You will charge selling price less than the total cost, but selling price greater than marginal cost. Okay, selling price greater than variable cost. See, remember, why selling price greater than marginal cost? Because if the selling price is not even greater than marginal cost, then it is of no use to produce and sell the goods in the market. Okay, if you are not even recovering the variable cost of the product, it's of no use to produce and sell the product in the market. Okay, so if in case of recession, you will decide such selling price, the price at which you can sell the product in the market, and it should be less than the total cost, but it should be more than the variable cost or the marginal cost. Okay, ji? So this is the case of recession. Why, ma'am? Why you want to keep going? Means in case of recession, if you can see, I will not say recession, but yes, I will say that you can see these conditions which exist in the market. Okay, COVID-19. Okay, from the month of March, you can see that many of the organization, many of the businesses completely closed. Okay, the restaurant are closed. Okay, and movie theaters are closed. Many markets are closed. Okay, many restrictions done by government, so restrictions on social gathering, and that is why people are not conducting seminar, but yes, they are conducting seminar through online medium, but not physically. Okay, you can see that the coaching institute are closed. Okay, and education industry is completely disrupted because of COVID-19. You can see many examples we have here. Okay, so in such case, what the organization should do? Okay, in such case, every organization, those who had business before COVID-19, they should not completely shut down. They should not completely shut down their business. Instead of completely shut down their business, they should, if the government is allowing them to do their business, for example, you know that now the restaurant are open. So if the government is allowing you to do the business, in such case, you should decide the selling price which should be less than the total cost and more than marginal cost. Why, ma'am? It is not good to shut down your business. For example, I'm just giving you an example because I have this example in my mind. For example, there is a coaching institute for the student of 11th and 12th standard. Okay, and the owner of the coaching institute, he shut down his coaching institute and he went to his village, and he's thinking like, if the condition will improve, I will come back and then I will start my business again. Okay, in such case, what will happen? In such case, it might be possible that the condition will improve after 1 year or 1.5 year or 2 year. After that, it might be possible that some other new entrant will come in the market and people don't even know your name. Okay, so in order to keep your name inside the brain of the people, inside the brain of the customer, your existing customer, okay, you should not completely shut down your business. You should not completely shut down your business. You should try to continue your business, try to keep your business, try to continue your business, even if you are not recovering your entire total cost. Okay, but don't completely shut down your business. Okay, which is not good. See, shut down of business is not just good for a person, but it is not good for our entire country, our entire economy. ठीक है, business is good for any country, doing business is good for any country, so it is not at all advisable to completely shut down your business, ठीक है, and therefore you all know that government help the people a lot to continue the business, ठीक है. Now see here, if you will continue even in case of recession, if you will continue your business in such case, what are the advantage of continuing your business even in case of uh, recession? What are the advantage? See, you can first you can keep your brand name in the mind of the customer, okay? You can keep your brand name. Otherwise, if you will shut down your business for 1 or 2 years, it might be possible the name which you have created, goodwill you have created, the brand name you have created, after 1 and 2 years, people don't even recognize you. It might be possible, okay? Or some other new entrant will come and capture the market, okay? It might be possible, and he will get the benefit of improved condition in the market, okay? So the first point is that if you will continue your business, then that will help you to keep the benefit of the service of skilled employee, okay? Those people, those who were skilled, you can keep them in your organization. Otherwise, generally what happen, you are an employer, okay, and you are not earning money because of COVID-19, okay, or any kind of recession, you're not earning money, you will shut down your business and you will remove all your employee from the organization, okay? In such case, it might be possible you will remove some skilled employee from your organization, and once you will, after the situation will improve and you want to reopen your business, in such case you will not get such skilled employee again in your business organization. So you should not do this, okay? Keep your skilled employee with yourself, okay? And keep recovering your variable cost from your business, okay? Try to keep recover your variable cost, okay? And another example of production or manufacturing concern, if you will shut down your business, in such case plant and machinery may get deteriorated, okay? If you will not do the production for the next 1 year, okay, or 2 years, then what happen, your machine will be idle, and in such case there are chances of deterioration of these machines, okay, which you can't use them, you cannot use them after 2 years, okay, or you need to incur cost on such plant and machinery, okay. Next is, business would be ready to take advantage of improved condition. If see, this is what I'm speaking, if you will continue your business even in case of recession, even in such circumstances, you know that the circumstances are not favorable for the business organization, but even if you will keep your business going, okay, and not recovering even the total cost, but yes, you are recovering the variable cost, even if you keep your business going, in such case your name will be in mind of the customer, okay? Your goodwill, your brand name which you have created for so many years, okay, it will remain in the mind of the customer, and you will get the benefit once the situation will improve, once the injection of COVID will come and the situation of the market will improve, you will get the benefit of that, okay? So if the circumstances will improve later on, you will get the benefit, okay, of that. This avoids competition of securing business of firm, okay? Okay, and you will get a benefit of this will help you to avoid the new entrant also, okay, because you remain in the mind of the customer, okay. Now the next topic. The next topic. See, I think there is some delay in receiving your messages, because I have just received the messages of yours and you're asking me some question which is related to true economic value. Okay, and Hema, she's asking me from Chennai, she's asking me, this is a question which is related to true economic value. See, Hema, we have discussed the cost of crash of system. Okay, we have discussed, I will discuss this later on. I will take your query. Okay. Okay, now let us first understand these topics, then we will consider all the numericals. Okay, and I will take your query also. Okay, now let us consider this pricing, deciding the selling price of the goods. Wait. I will take the query of Hema. I will take your query later on. Okay? And please, if I forgot to take your query, please remind me. Okay? Now let us consider deciding the selling price of the goods and services below the marginal cost, means below the variable cost or marginal cost. See, this is what I have said. If such circumstances will arise in your organization where you have to sell your product even less than the marginal cost, in such cases it is better to shut down your business. Okay? If such circumstances arises in your organization where you need to sell your product or services less than the marginal cost, then it's better to shut down your business. But we have some exceptions. We have some exceptions. There are some conditions where you sell your product even less than variable cost. See, why we are saying that variable cost? Variable cost is the cost which you will incur on every product. Okay. For example, I'm producing this box, and for the production of this box, I just incur rupees 50 as a variable cost. I just incur rupees 50 as a variable cost. Okay. Now, if my selling price is less than rupees 50, I'm incurring rupees 50 variable cost on this product, and if my selling price is rupees less than rupees 50, for example 30 rupees, in such case I'm not recovering the fixed cost. It's okay if you don't recover the fixed cost, but yes, you should recover the variable cost, but I'm not recovering the variable cost. Okay? In such case, I'm incurring loss of contribution of 20 rupees from each product. Okay? Now they're saying it is good to incur such losses of contribution if in case of following conditions. What are these conditions? First, if your product is perishable in nature, okay, then it's good to recover whatever amount you can recover from the product you have. For example, I have a very good example here. If you will go to sabji mandi, ठीक है मंडी, ठीक है, fruits and vegetable mandi, if you will go to sabji mandi at night, ठीक है, see, for example, if the sabji mandi will close at time 10 o'clock, ठीक है, 10 बजे, 10 o'clock, then in such case, if you will go to sabji mandi at 9:30 p.m. If you will go to Sabji Mandi at 9:30 to 10 p.m., you will find that they will sell the fruits and vegetable at the least price, all the seller, because they want to recover all the money. Because see, perishable nature, fruits and vegetables are highly perishable in nature. Okay, for example, if they have spinach, highly perishable, okay, they cannot store it. Okay, so they have such fruits and vegetables which are highly perishable, they will sell it. Not even though they are not just recovering the variable cost, not even recovering the variable cost, but they want to recover whatever the amount they can recover from that product or services. Hai na? So in case if your product have perishable nature, recover whatever amount you can recover from them. Okay, in such case, you can sell your product even less than the variable cost. Okay. Acha, next concept, where stock have been accumulated in large quantity and the market price has fallen. Okay. Now see what happened. Another example. Next. You have this in large quantity. Okay, you have this goods, you have purchased some finished good or something in large, huge quantity. Okay, and you know that the market selling price or the market price of this good is fallen in the market. Okay, they are fallen. Okay, so if you will keep storing them, then what will happen? You will incurring carrying cost. Also, there is no chance to increase the selling price. So in this case, it is better to sell them even less than the variable cost. Okay? Because if you will keep store such product for which you know that in future their selling price is reducing so much, okay, then it's of no use to store them. You know that in future, in next 1-2 months, the selling price will drastically reduce, then sell them. Okay. Now another example, A very good example. A very good example of Jio. You know, right now the data plan of Jio, right now, if you will go to Jio and you will recharge your phone, okay, the data plan, I think it is 550 for 1.5 GB or 1 GB, I don't remember exactly. Okay, Jio plan is this. Okay, but did you remember when they first time introduced this plan? Jio company, the first time they introduced their plan, you know, it was completely free. The plan was completely free. Now here I want to teach you one more topic and then we will relate that. See, wait, discard. At this place, I want to teach you one more topic which is related to predatory pricing. Okay? Predatory pricing, I want to explain this topic to all of you. Okay, when Jio was first introduced in the market, what happened actually in the market? This is a very good example of predatory pricing. Jio first time they introduced their plan in the market, you know, before introduction of Jio, Airtel, okay, Airtel, the companies like Airtel, Voda, they were market leader, है ना? And their talk time was very expensive. Talk time. Okay, their talk time were very expensive. Okay, calling and all. Okay, and I think at that time there were no facility of such data plans, na mobile data plans. They don't have such kind of facility. Okay, before introduction of Jio. Okay, 2000, I think it was 2017. Okay, or 18, I didn't remember exactly when the Jio was first introduced. What happened? Jio knows that they are introducing a revolutionary product in the market. What was their plan to introduce? They want to sell data plan, mobile data plan. They want to sell mobile data plan in which talk time was free. Okay, and they just want to charge for the internet. Okay, the data plan. Okay, they just want to charge for the internet. है ना? They just want to charge for this. Instead, previously Airtel, Voda, they earn huge money from the talk time. है ना? I hope you remember, if you recharge your phone with talk time of 60 minute, 30 minute, 120, 600, I didn't remember. Okay, so talk time, you pay money for the talk time, है ना? But now if you will go to Jio plan, you will find that the talk time is free. You can talk to someone for 24 hours. Okay, free. Okay, but yes, they charge for the mobile data plan. Okay, the internet facility, they charge for that. Now see, this was a revolutionary product, and you all know that after the introduction of Jio, we have observed a revolutionary changes everywhere. Internet was not so famous before introduction of Jio. YouTube was not so famous. You don't even know the name of any YouTuber or influencer before coming of Jio. Okay, so Jio has completely, Insta was not so famous. So this Jio mobile data plan has completely changed the way of doing business. Yes, way of doing business, the way of doing work. Okay, now people, if they are in villages, okay, in India, if the people are in villages, even those people are using mobile data plan. They can access the world. They can see what is happening all around the world. Okay, it's a good source of information and knowledge also. Okay. Now see how they have changes the life. Now see here, when this Jio plan was introduced, right now you can see the plan of the Jio. They charge, I think, 550 or something for mobile data. Okay, and this is for mobile data plan. Okay, 550, in which they offer 1.5 GB or something. I didn't remember exactly. But at the time they introduced the Jio plan, it was free for 3 months. You know, when they first time introduced this free Jio plan, everyone was going to buy this data plan. See, even I have a number, I have a Jio. I had at that time I had a Voda plan, okay, and even I purchased Jio plan, okay, free. ठीक है, they give mobile data facility free for 3 months, ठीक है, and when this offer came, ठीक है, everyone tried to buy this plan. Now see, these company Airtel and Voda, they feel like it's a threat for them, and they immediately sue a case against Jio in, see, the Supreme Court of India, Supreme Court, okay, they sue a case against Jio company in Supreme Court of India, and they said that Jio is doing predatory pricing, and predatory is illegal. Okay, they said that predatory pricing is illegal and Jio is doing predatory. What is predatory? You are following such strategy in order to kill, in order to completely eliminate your competitor. Okay, even in case you are, even in this case you are incurring losses. Okay, you are not recovering your fixed cost, you are not even recovering your variable cost. Okay, this is a predatory pricing strategy which Jio has followed initially for 3 months, and because of which this big company Airtel and Voda, they filed sue against them in Supreme Court. Okay, and then after the decision of Supreme Court said that you cannot do this, predatory pricing is illegal, you cannot do this, you cannot offer your plan for free. So after this, you can see that they have increased their prices, like 90 rupees, for rupees 90 you can take their data plan for next 3 months. Okay, they have increased some amount of their plans, okay, after this incident. So you can see predatory pricing is illegal in India. Where this predatory pricing, why this happened? This is keeping price artificially low, and this generally you do in order to eliminate, in order to discourage your competitor from the market. You want to remove them from the market. For this you do this predatory pricing. Okay, you follow this predatory pricing strategy. Okay, I hope the meaning of predatory pricing strategy is clear to all of you. Now remember why they followed this predatory pricing strategy. Remember why they followed this: in order to popularize their new product. They know that their product is a revolutionary product. They know that this product will bring revolutionary changes in the country, and it will change the way of doing work. Okay, so they know that. Okay, that time they know that, and that is why, in order to create monopoly, in order to get the benefit of economy of scale, they want to capture the entire market by popularizing their product. Okay, this plan was free, so everyone who wants to try this plan. Okay, everyone wants to buy this plan and want to see what is this. Okay, what is the feeling of using 4G phone, and what is the feeling of using this mobile data plan. Okay, so if you want to popularize your new product, for example Jio, you can sell your product at less than the marginal cost. But remember, reducing your price much is not allowed. It's illegal. You cannot sell your product for free. For example, in case of Jio, predatory pricing is illegal. Okay, so which is not allowed. Okay. Now the next is, so this is the case of where you are selling your product less than the marginal cost, Jio. Now the next is Gillette, okay, razor blade strategy. For Gillette, I will say razor blade strategy. You will see, this is the razor, okay, this is the razor, and I think this is the blade, okay, razor and blade. Now see the razor and blade strategy followed by Gillette company. Gillette, they sell this razor at very low cost, low price, okay, low price, even less than variable cost. They sell this razor even less than variable cost. Why they sell them even at less than variable cost? Because they know that people will buy, if people will buy a razor, they will buy the blade. If the people will buy these razors, they will buy these blades, and it is disposable kind of nature. Okay, people will buy, they will use the blade for 1 to 3 days, then they will dispose them, and then they will buy new blades, and then they will dispose them, then they will buy more blades like this. Okay, so it's nature of this blade is disposable, while the razor, they can use them for lifelong. Okay, and this blade is compatible with this blazer, so if you are buying this blazer, you can use this blade. So actually the Gillette company was not earning money from the razor, but they were earning money from selling the blades. Okay, so this is a razor blade strategy which is followed by Gillette company. Now in such case, they are selling their razor even less than variable cost, and they are recovering their profit from selling these blades. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you now. Okay, the places where you can sell your product even less than marginal cost. Okay, ji. Now more points. I have many concepts to cover. Okay, so I have to increase my speed, I think. Now let's see, what is revolutionary product, what is evolutionary product, what is me too product. See, this is what I'm repeating many times. Revolutionary product, iPhone was revolutionary product. Okay, iPhone was revolutionary product, and Geo was revolutionary product. So what is the meaning of this revolutionary product? Let us understand the meaning of revolutionary product. There are different type of product: revolutionary product, evolutionary product, me too product, and the pricing strategy for these products are different. They're not same. Okay, the pricing strategy for these revolutionary product, evolutionary product, and me too product are different. They're not same. Okay, the pricing strategy is different. Now see, revolutionary product, we have example of iPhone. iPhone was a revolutionary product. Okay, and iPhone was a revolutionary product, and Geo. Okay, these two. What is revolutionary product? A product which changes the way of doing business, which bring revolutionary impact in the life of the people, those who are actually working. See, smartphone, iPhone, first smartphone, when the smartphone was come, it bring revolutionary changes in the life of the people. Similarly, when this mobile data plan was come, it again bring revolutionary changes in the life of the people. So these are innovative product. Okay, and they managed to become a market leader. Okay, iPhone was a market leader, Geo was a market leader. They managed to become market leader. They are innovative product. Okay, and because they are innovative product, because they are market leader, they don't have any other competitor, so that is why they can charge premium price. They can charge premium price because of the innovation. Okay, because of the revolutionary product they are offering. Okay, they can charge premium price. Okay, or they can follow skimming pricing strategy. We will study about it, that they can follow skimming pricing strategy. Okay, now see, we have example here. Revolutionary product, iPhone. It was first introduced in 2007 by Steve Jobs, Apple company. Okay, ji. Steve Jobs, Apple company. It has changed the way of doing business, the way of teaching. You know that previously what happened, the way of teaching, you know, face-to-face classes and all. Now it's all online, just because of the revolution done by smartphones and Geo-like product. Okay. Next is evolutionary product. Evolutionary product, example of evolutionary product like Samsung. Okay, first new product was introduced, smartphone was introduced by Apple company, and Samsung, they start copying them. Okay, you know, for this, in international court, Samsung files suit against Apple company. Sorry, Apple files suit against Samsung company that they have copied their patent or something. Okay, so what happens generally in such case? See, if you are doing research and development, then you need to incur huge costs. If the organization do a lot of research and development, they need to incur high cost. And you know that Apple, they do a lot of research and they incur a lot of amount on research and development, and therefore they managed to bring revolutionary product in the market. iMac, iPad, iPhone, smartphone, everything revolutionary product in the market. Why? Because they do a lot of research and development, and thus they managed to introduce innovative product in the market, and that is why the initial price of these products are very high. You can see the price of Apple phone are very high because of the cost they are incurring on their product, the research and development cost. They want to recover these costs from the product, and that is why the price of these products are very high. Now what happened, for example, I'm talking about Samsung company. What Samsung has done, they check the smartphone, they open the smartphone, and they do a tear down analysis. Means they open every component of the phone. Okay, they check every process of manufacturing this phone, and they see the place where they have patented the process. The iPhone have patented the process, they introduce their own process, and where they have not patented the process, they copied them. Okay, so in this way they introduce a evolutionary product in the market. So now see, I'm not doing any kind of research, I'm just trying to copy someone. In such case, it is very easy for me to bring something even better than the person who has already introduced something. So you can see that Samsung, they give even better product, even better than Apple company. Okay, so you can see the large screen, okay, high resolution, better camera, and everything. Okay, so in case of evolutionary product, you manage to give even better product. Okay, and that too less cost, because you are not incurring research and development. In case of evolutionary product, you are just, for copying, you don't need to incur much cost. If you are just copying someone, you don't need to incur cost. Okay, and if someone actually doing hard work and actually doing a lot of research and development, then they are, yes, they were incurring costs, and they want to recover that, and that is why they were selling high price their product at very high price. Okay, so this is the evolutionary product. And then in the market, now see how, see, if you are introducing a revolutionary product in the market, then you can decide the selling price of the goods. Okay, you are the price maker. Okay, if you are doing, if you have produced revolutionary product in the market, you will decide the price at which you want to sell your product in the market. Okay, while in case of evolutionary product, you can reduce the selling price. Okay, why you can reduce the selling price? Because your own cost is not much. Okay, so at this place, you will consider the cost benefit analysis, your price of the competitor, and the demand of your product in the market. After considering all these things, you will decide the price, okay, of your goods and services. And then the Me Too market. Now see, right now the market for the smartphone is a Me Too kind of market, and it has reached to maturity stage. Okay, the market, you can see that there are many competitors. Oppo, Vivo, Mi, okay, Samsung, blah blah, many competitors in the market. Okay, so all these are now Oppo, Vivo, Mi, everything, they are all Me Too products. So what are the Me Too product? Those who copy the revolutionary product or evolutionary product, they use the similar production process or technology to produce their product. Now they become price taker. Okay, because you can see at this time, at this phase, the competition will be intense. Okay, at this place, the competition in the market will be intense. Okay, so these are the conditions. But yes, for deciding the selling price, you will consider the demand in the market also. Okay, demand of your product. You can see the demand of your product. Okay, supply and demand rule. If the demand is more for your product, you can increase the selling price of your product. If the demand of your product is less, you can decrease the selling price of your product in order to sell your product in the market. So you can see here that so many things you should consider for deciding the selling price of the product which you want to sell in the market. Now we have these two things, then we will do all the numerical which we have. Okay, we will do these two things, then we will do the numerical which we have. Now, I hope this is the topic which you have studied in your chapter 4, skimming pricing strategy and penetration, market penetration strategy. So I will explain this topic quickly with the help of an example. For penetration, like Geo. Okay, I will take the example of Geo for market penetration, and I will take the example of iPhone You know, when iPhone was first introduced, they were very expensive, very, very expensive. Okay. So iPhone, they first introduced their product at very high price. Okay. The premium price. So skimming pricing strategy is the strategy. Okay. In introduction stage, you introduce an innovative product in the market. For example, Apple, iPhone. Okay. Innovative product. Because of the innovation, you have incurred huge cost on research and development, advertisement and all, and you want to recover all those costs from the product which you want to sell in the market, and that is why you want to sell your product at high price in the market, at premium price. Okay. So here, and one more reason, you will see whether the market is inelastic or not. Inelastic means even you will increase the price or you will decrease the price, it will not affect the demand. Demand will remain constant. In such case, you will follow skimming pricing strategy, because you know that if you will decrease the price of the commodity, it will not increase the demand. If you will increase the price of your commodity, that will not decrease your demand. So if your product is inelastic in nature, in such case, you will follow skimming pricing strategy. Initially, at the introduction stage, the price of your product is very high, and gradually with time, you will decrease the price of your commodity after recovering all the initial costs which you have incurred for the product. Okay. So initial capital outlay, you know, I think you have studied in chapter 4 that most of the cost designing stage, most of the cost you will incur at introduction stage. Okay. Most of the committed cost you will incur at this introduction stage. So you want to recover your maximum cost, and that is why you want to have high selling price. Okay. And yes, when the demand of your product is unknown, then you will follow skimming pricing strategy. Okay. Now, the next example is market penetration strategy. This is the strategy which is followed by Jio company. We have example of Jio. Okay, we know that they just don't follow this selling their product less than market price, but they have followed predatory pricing also, which is illegal. Okay, they sell their product initially for 3-4 few months for free. है ना? We all know that they have sell their plan for free initially. Okay, so that was predatory, which is not actually allowed by the government. Okay. Now, penetration means you are reducing the price of your commodity in order to capture the market. Okay, you want to capture the market, and that is why you are selling your product at very less price. Okay. Why are you doing so? So in order to popularize a new product. We know here also that it is a kind of revolution, bring revolution and changes in the life of the people. Innovative product, revolution, but still it's a new product. They want to popularize it, and they know that. See why they follow penetration pricing strategy, because they know that if the price is less, okay, the demand will be more. If they know that this product is elastic in nature, they can follow penetration pricing strategy. They know that if they will sell the Jio plan for free or at very less price, people will change their contact number. See, changing the contact number is not an easy decision. Okay, for example, if I have a phone and I know that in my phone I can put only one SIM or two SIM, if I can put only one SIM, then in such case for me, changing the contact number is not an easy task. I'm connected with so many people. I have a network of my so many kind of people. See, I don't want to break that network. है ना? If I'm a professionally well settled person, I don't want to break my network. Okay, so changing the contact number is not an easy task, and that is why they know that the Geo know this reason. Okay, and that is why they had a plan that yes, if we will reduce the price or we will provide our services for free, it might be possible that the demand will increase. Okay, they know that it's an elastic product, and with the help of this, they can gain economy of scale. Means they can get the benefit of economy of scale. Okay, means they can recover their cost by selling their product to large number of people. Okay? So that is why they have followed this penetration strategy. See, there are many other things which is related to this topic, and we can discuss all of them in the questions we have. Okay? We have the questions. Okay? Now one more thing I want to discuss here, then we will do the questions we have. Okay? We have 1.5 hours, enough time to do all the questions. See, one more thing, okay, how the selling price vary. Okay, I think this is what I have already teach you, but I want to explain it again. Selling price may vary with the stages of your product life cycle. Okay, your selling price may vary. Okay, for example, at this stage, introduction stage, you can follow skimming pricing strategy or penetration pricing strategy, any of them. Okay, then strategy will vary at this place, then at this place, then at this place. This pricing strategy will vary. Okay, in case if you are following the skimming pricing strategy, like Apple company iPhone, the price was very high, and gradually nowadays you can see the price of the iPhone is not so high. Okay, like I know that they when they first introduced their 5s or some phone, it was like 40 or 50,000, so expensive, but now you can buy the same phone today for 10 or 20,000. Okay, so they have reduced their price now because now they have reached to growth or maturity stage. If you will reach to growth or maturity stage, then you will gradually reduce the selling price of your product, and once you will reach to decline stage, then you try to completely sell them. Like in such case, it might be possible you will sell your product even less than at variable cost. Okay, when your product, at what phase your product reach to decline stage, death stage, when some other revolutionary product introduced in the market. In such case, even though there was some time when you were a market leader, but now if you will reach to decline stage, means some other innovative revolutionary product has introduced in the market which will replace you completely. In such case, you will try to sell all your product even at less than the variable cost, and you want to sell them completely. So you can see here, even in case of product life cycle, your selling price will vary. Ticket will not remain same. Okay, and if you are following penetration pricing strategy, for example, Geo price in introduction stage, Geo price was, data plan was very less. Okay, price of their data plan was very less. Now they have reached to growth stage, and you can see that the price of, they have increased the price of their data plan. It's not same. Okay, I know that. Okay, we all know that the price of their data plan has increased now. So gradually you can increase the selling price of your product. Okay, once you follow the penetration, you have penetrated the market, captured the market, you become market leader, and then later on you can increase the price in order to get more profit. Okay, and generally you do penetration in order to see predatory pricing you can do in order to remove your competitor completely from the market, which is generally not good. Okay, not a good practice. I hope now all the concepts are clear. I will take this topic later on. All the concepts are clear. Let us consider some questions we have. Okay, let us consider the questions which we have here. Okay. I have a question which is related to this life cycle costing. So I want to take that question so that we can cover the maximum concept which we have here. So I want to take this question. Yeah, let us take this question. This is related to product life cycle. I hope the question is visible to all of you. Let me do this in 2-page. Yeah, it's visible to all of you. Please read this question. I'm giving you time. I'm giving you time to read this question. 5 minutes, big question we will discuss. And in this question, we will cover many topics. Okay? Many topics, and we will cover the pricing, taking decision related to pricing of the product in life cycle. Okay? We will consider product life cycle. We will consider everything. Okay? So I expect this from all of you to read this. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Please read it. Please read this question and let me know if you have done the reading of this question. Please read this question. And if you have any query, you can ask me. And it's a good question, so we will discuss. This question will cover many concepts. So read this question. And if you have done the reading of this question, let me know. Okay, there is a question. Okay, there are many questions. Let me see. Sumit from Jaipur. Quality is not there. Where? I don't understand. Okay, 2016 data is. Okay, there is a question from Padmanabhan, and he is asking from Tiruvananthapuram. He is asking me, can we apply skimming pricing strategy for revolutionary product? Yes, skimming pricing. You can adopt skimming pricing strategy for revolutionary product. We have example of Apple iPhone. ठीक है? We have example of Apple iPhone. Okay, Sumit from Jaipur, he is saying that at the decline stage, the quality of the product and the customer support decreases. See, what I'm saying, in the declining stage, why this stage has come, that the quality of your product has decreased. See, quality has decreased in the eyes of the customer. Why? Because now the customer customer has find some other better option. Okay, if some other better option, some other revolutionary product will come in the market. Okay, for example, you know, Kodak was a market leader. Okay, but when the smartphone was introduced in the market, or when this digital camera they introduced in the market, Kodak, a market leader company, they become bankrupt. Okay, you know, Kodak was a market leader. Okay, and this Kodak company, they become bankrupt. Okay, after the introduction of smartphones and digital cameras. Okay, so see, quality was good. I will not say that the Kodak camera quality was not good, but yes, the other revolutionary product has come in the market, smartphone or digital camera, other product has come in the market for which the value, the customer is considering it as more valuable. Okay, and customer is willing to pay for that. Okay, so in front of the eyes of the customer, your product is not so valuable as compared to that new revolutionary product. Okay, that revolutionary product has substitute you. Okay, so you can say like that. Okay, so I will not say, Sumit, I will not say that at the stage of decline the quality has decreased. Actually, a new revolutionary product, why you reach to this death stage or decline stage, you reach to this death or decline stage when some other better option, customer is getting some other better option. Okay, better than your own product. ठीक है. In such case you will reach to decline stage. Your demand of your product will decrease and demand of some other revolutionary product will increase. ठीक है. Okay, quickly tell me if you have done the reading of this entire question. Quickly tell me. ठीक है. And if you have any query, you can ask me. Any query, you can ask me. If you have any query, you can ask me. Can you do this question at your own? Please tell me if you have done the reading of this question at your own. Then we will discuss this question. First, I want all of you to read this question at your own. First, I want all of you to read this question at your own. Shall we discuss? Quickly tell me yes or no. Shall we discuss? Yeah, I know. Sumit, yes. In 2016, Jio has introduced their free plan. ठीक है? Thank you. Sumit, yeah. When perishable products. So I hope you can see now, you can judge now that how deciding the selling price of the product or the services which you want to sell in the market is not at all an easy task. You have to consider so many things, and after considering so many things, you have to decide the selling price of the product. And that is why you can see we have such questions, very lengthy, and we have to consider many things in this question, in these questions. Okay, now let us consider this question. Tell me quickly, you have done the reading of this question. We have many questions to discuss. I want to discuss many questions because after considering that question, concept will clear you in more better way. Okay, now let us understand this question. Let us understand it. We have a company, Amber Limited. Amber Limited is a leading company in footwear industry. Okay? The company has 4 factories in different locations with state-of-art equipments. Due to the competition in the market, company is continually reviewing its product range and enhancing its existing product by developing new model to satisfy the demand of its customers. So you can see there is competition in the market. It is clearly mentioned. This line is not so relevant. Okay? Due to competition in the market, what they are trying to do, they are trying to develop a new model. Okay? In order to remain competitive in the market. Okay? Okay? In order to satisfy the customer, they are developing a new model. They keep on reviewing and they try to introduce new model in the market. Okay? The company currently has a production facility. See, this is the capacity of the company. Company has 3,500 standard hour capacity. Company has standard hour. This is the capacity. company can produce such for such long hours, 3500 hours. Okay. Now see, it is mentioned here that the company develop new models. Okay, means different kind of product they are producing, product of different range. So that is why here they are discussing about one product, then another product, then another product, three different product. They are talking about three different product in this question. Now let us read it. The product comfort was introduced in the market 6 months ago and is now about to enter to maturity stage of life cycle. So this product has reached to maturity stage. ठीक है, याद, remember we have the stages. ठीक है, first is introduction stage, then growth stage, then maturity stage, then decline stage. So this product comfort has reached to maturity stage within 6 years. This product was introduced 6 months back. Now it has reached to maturity stage. Okay, I hope you know this because I didn't teach you this chapter. So I hope you know that in introduction stage, there is no competition. In growth stage, competition will begin. And in maturity stage, competition is intense. If your product has reached to maturity stage, it means the competition is intense in the market. Competition is intense in the market. Okay, ji? Okay, now next. However, research by the marketing department indicates that demand of the product comfort in the market is price sensitive. Though they have reached to maturity stage, they're saying that still their product is price sensitive. Price sensitive means what? If you will decrease the price of your product, demand will increase. ठीक है, price sensitivity means this. If you will decrease the selling price of your product, the demand for your product will increase. ठीक है, the variable cost per unit, the variable cost is given here. ठीक है, so we have the capacity. I'm writing the information which we have for the comfort. For the product comfort, variable cost is rupees how much? The variable cost of this product is rupees 750. ठीक है जी, the variable cost for this product is rupees 750. ठीक है, and the standard hour to manufacture 1 unit is 2 hours. For manufacture this product comfort, you for 1 unit you need 2 hours. ठीक है, for the production of 1 units you need 2 hours. ठीक है जी. Okay, next information. Now they are talking about other product. See, why didn't you take the selling price? Why didn't I take the selling price? Because the market is price sensitive. If you will decrease the selling price, the demand of the product will increase. It is clearly mentioned in the question. Okay, so that is why I didn't take that. Okay, I will consider all the conditions for this product. Okay, I will not read from here. They are talking about other two products. First, I will go to the requirement of the question. Advise which of the above 5 selling price should be charged for the product comfort in order to maximize the contribution during its maturity stage. So see, A part is related to A. First part of A is related to up to this point. ठीक है? ठीक है जी? They are saying that at what selling price you want to sell your product in order to get maximum contribution during the maturity stage. So this is the first part of my question. Okay, this is the first part of my contribution question. What will I do? I will make a chart. Okay, 5 column. In 5 column, I will consider different selling price and the unit which we can sell, total sale, total variable cost, I will get the total contribution, and I will check the place where I'm getting the maximum contribution. Okay, I will sell those quantity at that selling price at which my contribution is maximum. This is my first part of the question. Okay, I hope it is clear to all of you. First part of the question, can you do this first part of the question? See, how can we do this? See, I don't want to show you the answer. How can you do this first part of the question? You can consider, you can make 5 column. Okay, you can consider, first you can consider the selling price per unit. Okay, and the quantity they are selling. Okay, so from these two things you can find the total sale. Okay, then total variable cost. How total variable cost? Quantity they are selling into variable cost, total variable cost. After considering this, you will get total contribution. You will get total contribution. So at this place, you can find the maximum contribution, the price and the quantity, the price at which they can sell these quantity to get maximum contribution. Okay, you have to do this calculation at your own. Okay, I want to give you time, do this at your own. Okay, this is the first portion of A. Okay, A. Then you will advise that selling price at which the contribution is maximum. Okay, ji, do this portion. Do this portion. It is clear. Quickly tell me yes or no, it is clear or not. Can you do this portion of the question? It is very easy. We have done the similar question in previous session also. ठीक है जी, I think you can do this calculation and I will give you 2 minutes to do this. ठीक है, because we have to discuss the remaining portion of the question, but I want you to, अरे वाह, I got answer from Hema, very good. Okay, so you tell me that what combination is better, the selling price and the quantity. Which combination, this or this or this or this or this? At which combination you are getting the maximum contribution? You will produce that for the comfort company, for the comfort product. Sorry. ठीक है जी. First portion is clear. Shall we proceed? We have more questions to discuss. So what will you do? You will consider the selling price per unit, the total sale. You will find the total sale, variable cost, total contribution you can find, and you can tell them this is the combination at which you are getting the maximum contribution. Okay. First portion is easy. Okay. I think I don't need to explain you. First portion is very easy. Let us understand the next portion. Okay. We have less time to discuss, so let me do it little faster. Let us do the next portion of the question. Now we have another product. They're talking about another product. Yes, up to this place, they are talking about another product, sport. Okay. Sport was introduced to the market just 2 months ago using market penetration technique, penetration pricing policy, and is now about to enter its growth stage. So now this product has entered the growth stage. Remember, in the growth stage, the competition will begin. Okay? At maturity, competition will be intense, very high competition. In growth stage, competition will begin. Okay? And in introduction stage, no competition. So each unit has a variable cost of rupees 545. So product sports was introduced just 2 months back, and they have followed market penetration technique, and they are right now in growth stage. Okay, each unit has a variable cost of rupees 545, and the time required to manufacture this product is 2.5 standard hour. So now they are talking about another product. The name of the product is sports. ठीक है, this product they're talking about it. ठीक है, for 1 unit they are taking how much time? 2.5 hours. ठीक है, and 2.5 hours per unit to produce this component, and the variable cost is given here. The variable cost at this place is 545 rupees, 545. This is the variable cost we have here. ठीक है जी, this is the information which we have related to this product. Also, you have some information which is related to, we have studied this price and quantity related relationship. They are saying that selling price is rupees 1000 per unit when the demand is 1000 per week. ठीक है, for every 100 increase in selling price, demand will reduce by 200 unit. हाँ, ठीक है, so this is how the quantity, change in quantity and change in selling price, the relationship between them you can find, means you can find B at this place, the value of B at this place. ठीक है जी, now I will not read this portion. I will go to my requirement section and I will see if they have asked me something about this product, sport product. Calculate the number of unit to be produced of product sports in order to utilize all spare capacity from your answer. ठीक है, to above. Now see, second is related to first portion. Above, and the selling price per unit of product sports during its growth stage. See, let us read this again. Calculate the number of unit to be produced of product sports in order to utilize all the spare capacity from your answer. ठीक है, they are asking you to utilize your spare capacity. ठीक है, they're asking you to utilize your spare capacity. ठीक है, now for this you need to check whether you have spare capacity or not. You have to check whether you have spare capacity or not. Now we have to check here that whether after the production of comfort product, the organization will have spare capacity or not. Then we can proceed further. Okay, so let us see first here that whether the organization have spare capacity or not. Okay, we have decided here what, at what place we have the highest contribution. You will calculate, you will do this calculation and you will find the place where you have maximum contribution. I'm going straight to the answer. I will see the place where they have the maximum contribution. This is the place where they have maximum contribution, and at this place the selling price per unit is this. ठीक है, 1450. At 1450 selling price, at 1450 selling price, they have the maximum contribution. 1150 unit they will sell. I think it is correct. ठीक है, 1450 units. ठीक है जी. Now first you calculate that whether they have the spare capacity or not. You are producing for having maximum contribution, you are producing 145. You are producing 1150 units, 1150 units, है ना? In order to get maximum contribution, you are producing 1150 unit, है ना? At this place, your contribution is maximum. You are producing these units. ठीक है? You know that for one unit, you need 2 hours. So for 1150, you need how many hours? And what is your capacity? What is your capacity? Your capacity is what? 3500 hours. This is your capacity. This is the capacity which you have. And for the production of comfort, for the production of comforts, the time which is required by you is this. Can you give me what is the value here at this place? I think this. ठीक है? Now you can see the organization have spare capacity of 100 hours. This is the spare capacity the organization have, and on this spare capacity they can produce another product, sports. For one product they need 2.5 hours. So number of sport product they can produce. Number of sport product they can produce is 1/200. This is the spare capacity for which they are producing sport product. For one unit they need 2.5 hours. You will divide them and you will find that the maximum sports product they can manufacture with spare capacity. ठीक है? At this place, what value you will get? At this place, you will get value 480. Okay, you can produce 480 unit of sports. It is clear? It is clear? See, in the question, in the requirement, they have asked you, what? Calculate the number of unit to be produced of product sport, means how many units of sport you can produce in order to utilize all the spare capacity. From your answer to first, means the second part is related to first. In first find the number of unit which you can produce, and after producing the number of unit, in order to get the maximum contribution, number of unit which you want to produce, after that if you have any spare capacity, you will produce sports product. Okay, so this is the calculation. So this is the condition we have here. So we can produce 480 units of sport at this place. We can produce 480 unit of sports which we can produce at this place. Now tell me it is clear or not. Okay, it is clear. Now next portion of the same question is calculate the selling price per unit. First we have found the unit sports which we can produce in spare capacity. Now decide at what selling price you can sell this sport product. Okay, decide. You are in growth stage now. The competition will begin in growth stage. Competition is intense. For the product comfort, you are in maturity stage. In maturity, competition is intense. And for the sport product, you are in growth stage. In growth stage, competition will begin. Now we know that the organization have spare capacity of 1200. In that spare capacity, you can produce 480 excess units. Now you have to decide the selling price of this excess unit. Quickly tell me. We have more question to discuss. Quickly tell me. Selling price. Can you find the selling price? We have relationship. Okay? The relationship is given here. So I hope you can find. Very good. I got answer from Chavi, Muthulakshmi from Madurai, Ambika from Mumbai. Yes, very good. See, now we have to find the selling price for this sport product. For the sport product, we need to find the selling price. So we have a relationship. See, these are the information which is related to sports. We have this relationship. In last 4 lines, we have a relationship. We will use this relationship to solve the question. Okay, we will use this relationship to solve the question. We have this relationship. What is this relationship? We know that P is equal to A minus B X. We know here X is 480 unit. The organization is producing 480 units. So what the price the organization should quote for this 480 units? For that, you need to find the A and B. If you know A and B, you can find the price the organization should quote for product this sports. Okay. Now, how to find A and B? B can be found very easily because it is given here. If the selling price will increase 100, demand will reduce by 200. So change in price upon change in quantity is given. Okay. Change in price to change in quantity is given. So B is given. See, it is mentioned here. I have already tell you that B is given. Okay. You can find B from here. How to find A? See, it is given here. If the selling price for sport is rupees 100, if the sell 100 नहीं 1000, ठीक है, 1000, the demand means the quantity will be 1000 units, है ना? This is given to us. We know B is what? Change in price to change in quantity. That is 1/2, I think. It is 0.5. B is given. You can use this value for in this formula, and after that you can get the value of A. Then after finding the value of A, put the value of A and B and X here, and then find the selling price when you are selling 480 units. Solve it at your own. I will not solve it for you. I want all of you to do this at your own. Okay, I've just helped you. Now I am expecting you to solve this. Okay. Okay, ji. I hope now it is very clear. All the information are given in the question. Just apply your brain, read the question very carefully. It's very easy to solve these questions. Okay? Quickly give me the answer. Quickly give me the answer. I'm waiting for you to please give me answer quickly. Okay, then we will discuss the remaining portion. Okay, ji? And we have more question to discuss. So quickly give me the answer. As quick you will give me answer, we will proceed further. Okay? See, in the question it is given, selling price is given here. If the selling price is 1000, you can sell 1000 units. Okay? So with this relationship, you know B value, change in price to change in quantity. Okay? With this relationship, if you will put all these information in this formula, where in the formula like P is equal to A minus BX. You know the value of P, put it here. You know the value of XQ, put it here. B, put it here. You will get the value of A. Okay. After finding the value of A, you know X, you want to find the selling price. You want to know the selling price when you are selling 480 units. Okay. Because you want to use the spare capacity. Okay. So after finding A, B, X, we know X. Okay, after putting all these values, you can find the selling price for sport product. I want all of you to give me the answer. I'm waiting for you to give me the answer quickly so that we can discuss the next portion of the question. Chavi. Okay. Very good. I got answer from Chavi and from Anjali. Okay. Where are boys? I didn't receive any answer from boys. Give me quickly answer. Give me answer quickly. I didn't receive any answer from boys. Give me answer. Sumit, Kunal, where are you? So I will not do this calculation. I hope you people can do this calculation at your own. Okay. Now let us see the next portion of the question. If you have done, uh, if you have done, I hope you have done this portion of the question. Yeah, Ambika. Why is the answer different? 1260, selling price is 1260. Why is the answer of Chavi is 1760? Why your answer is 160? The answer, the selling price for sport will be, this selling price will come as 1260. Why your answer is different, Chavi? Please check it and tell me where are you wrong? Tell me quickly. Okay, quickly do this question. You will put P 1000, A we don't know, minus B 0.5, X is 1000. If you will solve this value, you will get the value of A, which is I think 1500. Okay, then you want to find the selling price for sport. When you are selling 480 units using the spare capacity. Okay, selling price. And for that, the formula is A, we know 1500. Okay, minus B 0.5, X is 480. In this way, the selling price will come as 1250, 1260, 1260 per unit. This is selling price per unit. I hope it is clear to all of you. It's clear to all of you. I hope it's clear. Let us proceed forward. We have many other questions also. So let us proceed forward. See, these are the question of 3 plus 5 marks. Very easy questions. Now see, compare the market penetration and skimming pricing strategy during the introduction stage using the product ethnic to illustrate your answer. Now they are saying that ignore these points now. Consider ethnic product and the pricing strategy you want to follow, either the market penetration or skimming. What kind of strategy you should follow in introduction stage. Okay. Now see, let us first read about the ethnic now. Product ethnic is currently being developed and which is about to launch in the market. So see, this product is in introduction stage of product life cycle. This is in introduction stage. It's an introduction stage. This is highly innovative designer product, highly innovative product, which the company believe that it will be a revolutionary product. This product will have revolutionary impact on the market and consumer behavior. They are saying they want to introduce an ethnic product. This product will be a highly innovative product, and this will impact revolutionary on the market and consumer behavior. Okay, it's a revolutionary product. Okay, now the company has decided to use skimming approach to the pricing of the product during its introduction stage. You tell them, compare the penetration and market penetration and skimming pricing strategy, and you tell them which strategy is good for them. Following the market penetration strategy or following the market skimming strategy, which strategy is good for them? Tell me quickly. You tell me. If the product is a revolutionary product, it changes the way of doing business, it impacted the market, it changes the consumers behavior. Okay, highly innovative product, what kind of strategy is good? Skimming pricing strategy, or which strategy is good? Skimming pricing strategy or market penetration strategy? Which one is good? Tell me quickly. And why? If you are there, quickly tell me which strategy is good. Skimming pricing or market penetration? Okay. The answer is 1260. Savita. 260. Why your answer is different? I don't understand. Why your answer is different? Please check this calculation. Why the answer of Chavi is different? 1760. This is 1260. And why the answer of Savita from Southwest Delhi? Why your answer is wrong? Why your answer is different? Quickly tell me. And Savita, quickly tell me why your answer is different. Why, Chavi, your answer is different. You can see. First, we have to find A. A will come as 1500. Then we have to find selling price. We will put the value of A. We will put the value of B. And we want to find the selling price. We want to find the selling price for product sport for 480 units. Okay. So the answer will come as 1260. See this calculation. Take a screenshot. Tell me where are you wrong. Quickly take this screenshot. And for the next, for the ethnic product, quickly tell me which strategy is good. Skimming pricing strategy is good. Okay. So Kunal is saying that, ma'am, skimming pricing strategy is good. And Anjali is saying skimming pricing strategy is good because of high recovery of cost initially. Okay. So see, there are many things which you can write here that why is this strategy is good. I hope these points are clear to all of you. You can see, you can take screenshot, or you can take, see it later on. Okay, because we have to discuss many concepts, so I'm proceeding forward. Okay, ji. Now see, we have to discuss which strategy is good for a new product. Now they are talking about a new product, ethnic product. Okay. See, in this question, they have talked about three different products. First product was comfort product. Second product was sport product. And the third product is in this question, they have discussed with you about three different products. Okay, first product was comfort product, second product was sport product, and the third product is ethnic product. Third is ethnic product. Okay, ethnic is a revolutionary product, and yes, skimming pricing strategy is good for them. Skimming pricing strategy is good for them. I want, okay, Chavi, I use the equation this. Okay. Took 480 units. Okay, now it's clear to you. Okay. Now let us proceed forward. Beta, dekho, why they are saying that penetration technique or skimming, which one is better for a revolutionary product? See, it's a revolutionary product, innovative product. Obviously, skimming pricing strategy is good for them. But we have to compare both because they have mentioned here, compare them. Okay, compare the skimming. If you will follow skimming pricing strategy at introduction stage for them, and if you will follow market penetration technique for them in introduction stage, compare both of them. So let us compare. Now let us compare this. See, whenever you introduce a innovative product in the market, whenever you introduce an innovative product in the market, then obviously the competition is nil at this stage, है ना? When you introduce an for example, Apple company, first time when iPhone was introduced, no competitor in the market, they had monopoly, and that is why they sell them at very high price. iPhone monopoly. Okay, so once you introduce an innovative product in the market, you know it's a revolutionary product, you can create monopoly. But yes, up to introduction stage, because once you reach to growth stage, other people will start copying you. Okay, iPhone was an innovative product, they had monopoly, but gradually then when they reach to growth stage, other phone companies like Samsung, they start copying them, and once they reach to maturity, then more competitor, then the competition becomes intense. Now in smartphone industry, you can see the competition, many competitor. Okay, so this is how it happened. Now see here, if they follow skimming pricing strategy, with the if they will follow skimming pricing strategy, means they will consider the selling price of their product high initially, and then gradually in growth and maturity stage they will decline the selling price. Why the selling price of the product is high in introduction stage? Because they want to recover all the research and development cost, all the promotional expenses for making the customer aware about their product, all the costs they want to recover. Okay, and since it is an innovative product, ठीक है, they can charge premium price. You know, iPhone, they were charging premium price 50,000 for a phone. Why 50,000? Because that was innovative product. ठीक है, and for that they were charging premium price. ठीक है, so if your product is innovative, revolutionary product, you can charge. Remember, Jio was an innovative, revolutionary product, but they didn't charge. They didn't follow skimming pricing strategy. ठीक है, so you can charge, you have option to charge premium price. ठीक है, but yes, remember one thing. If you want to follow skimming pricing strategy, if you want to follow skimming pricing strategy, always remember, if you want to follow skimming pricing strategy, always remember that the market will be inelastic. ठीक है, if the market is inelastic, you will follow skimming pricing strategy. Inelastic means, you know that even if you will increase the price of your product, or you will decrease the price of your product, demand will not get affected. There will be no effect on demand. On increasing the price or decreasing the price, there is no effect on demand. You will follow skimming pricing strategy. Inelastic, the market is inelastic. But if you know that the market for your product is elastic, you know the market for your product is elastic, in such case you will follow penetration technique. ठीक है, if you know that the market is elastic, means if you will increase the price, the demand will decrease, the demand for your product will decrease, and if you will decrease the price of your commodity, the demand will increase. So this is a kind of elastic market. Price will increase, demand will decrease, price will decrease, demand will increase. This is an elastic market. And in such case, you can follow market penetration technique. If you will decrease the price, like Jio, you know that the demand of your product will increase a lot in the market. Then in such case, you can follow market penetration technique. But if you know that your product is innovative product, and if you know that your product is inelastic product, in such case you will follow skimming pricing strategy. Okay, so always write this point. Don't forget to write this point. It's very important point to consider here. Okay, you will consider what kind of market is this. Okay, so in skimming pricing strategy, you will keep your price of your product very high in introduction stage, and gradually you will reduce the price of your product later on in later stages of your product life cycle. ठीक है जी. Now let us see what in case if it is following market penetration technique. So remember, always remember, if you want to follow market penetration technique, the market should be elastic type. Okay, means if the price will increase, demand will decrease. If you will decrease the price of your commodity because you want to penetrate the market, in such case, the demand should increase. Okay, the market should be elastic market for your product. Okay, so in such case, it is good to follow market penetration technique. Market penetration, ठीक है जी. And in such case, with the help of market penetration, you should achieve economy of scale. Like Jio has achieved economy of scale. You know, everyone in today's means after 2016 when Jio was first introduced, people have two SIMs, one Jio and another like Voda, Airtel, or any other connection they have previously installed in their phone. So everyone wants to have a smartphone, 4G phone, because for Jio they need to have 4G phones. So everyone want to have 4G phones, and in the same phone they want to keep two slot 2 SIM slot in which one of the slots should be for Jio. ठीक है? And you can see that almost everyone in our country, they have Jio SIM. ठीक है? So with following the market penetration technique, ठीक है, they know the market is elastic for their product. ठीक है? And following the market penetration technique, they have gained economy of scale. They have gained large number of customers. They have captured large market and large number of customers. ठीक है? And because of their low pricing strategy, they have become a threat for other company. You know that Airtel, Voda, they file a case against Jio company in Supreme Court. So this company has become, after following the market penetration strategy, they become threat for the competitor. If your product have these things, if you can achieve these things through your product, you can follow market penetration strategy. Now you have to decide which strategy is better for you, considering all these things. Okay? Then accordingly you have to write your answer. So don't write straight away that skimming pricing strategy is good or penetration pricing is good. First, write all these points. If the market is elastic, if the market is inelastic, so you can follow this strategy. If the market is elastic, you can follow this strategy. You can write it like that. If you follow the market penetration, say they are discouraging, they have become a threat for the competitor and they are discouraging other new competitor to come in the market. See how beautiful, if you will read the strategy, the case study of Jio, they have adopted excellent, beautiful business strategy to enter the market. See, it is very difficult to enter in a saturated market and create monopoly. And this is what Google has done, entering the saturated. I have done a lot of case study on this kind of strategy. Many market leaders, those who have entered in a saturated market, where there were no space for the beginner, newcomers. They entered in a saturated market and they created monopoly. And for that, they need to follow business strategies. जी. I hope it is clear to all of you. See how beautiful subject is this. Now the next is explain with reason for each of the stage ethnic product life cycle the changes that would be expected in average unit production cost and unit selling price. Now they're asking you with reason, explain the stages of product life cycle like intro, growth, maturity, and decline stage. What are the changes you are expecting on the selling price and the cost? Because we all know that the selling price and cost are not the same. So I want to take this image, copy, and I will take it downward. See, these points are very beautiful and you can see this point in many questions. So I want to discuss these points. They're asking you about ethnic product. Ethnic is a innovative, revolutionary product they have introduced in the market, but they are asking you what selling price you will consider for this product in introduction stage, what selling price you will consider for this product in growth stage, what selling price you will consider for this product in maturity stage, and what selling price you will follow for this product in decline stage. Similarly, they're asking you what cost you will follow for this product in introduction stage, what cost you will follow in growth stage, what cost you will follow in competition stage, and what cost you will follow in decline stage. This is the question they are asking you in last portion of the question. See, let us read it again. Explain with reason for each stages, means the 4 stages of ethnic product life cycle, the changes that would be expected ठीक है, they see the selling price is not same everywhere, ठीक है, you can see even for the same product in different stages the selling price may vary. See how exciting, how good to notice that selling price for the same product may vary with time, ठीक है, with the stage in which your product is, ठीक है, selling price and cost may vary. Now let us understand this topic. Let us understand it quickly. We have very less time left. So see, in introduction stage you can follow market penetration or skimming pricing strategy. ठीक है, you have already given me answers. Skimming pricing strategy is good to follow because it is innovative and revolutionary product. But yes, right, also this point that this product, we are assuming that this product is inelastic in nature. ठीक है, then it's good to follow skimming pricing strategy. ठीक है, so if you are following skimming pricing strategy, the selling price per unit will be high. Also in introduction stage the cost will be high, ठीक है, because in initially you have to incur many kind of cost, ठीक है, so the cost will be high in this stage. Now the next, if you will reach to growth stage, means if you will reach to this stage, at this stage competition will begin, ठीक है, many other competitor will enter in market, and so in order to remain competitive you will try to reduce the selling price of your product, and also you will try to find out the way to reduce your cost. See, your worker has gradually learned the work from introduction to growth stage. See, when I took my first class it was pathetic. See, then gradually I improve a lot, ठीक है, so every person they learn with time, ठीक है, so learning curve will be applicable, and if a person become expert, then in such case labor cost can be saved. If you have captured wide market in growth stage, you can save the material cost, ठीक है, you can reduce your overhead cost, ठीक है, and you can reduce your other cost, ठीक है, so if you have reached to selling price, you can reduce the selling price of your goods, ठीक है, because there are many competitors now in the market, and accordingly you can find the way to reduce the cost, ठीक है. Once you will reach to maturity stage, in this stage the competition will be intense, very high competition in this case, so you have to find the way to reduce the selling price more, ठीक है, or you should try to find out to increase the feature of your product, ठीक है, you will try to find out the way to improve your own product better than your competitor, because the competition is intense in this stage, ठीक है, and cost will remain constant because now the learning curve is not applicable, so the labor cost, material cost, other costs will remain constant at this stage. And once you will reach to the decline stage, in such case you will try to sell all your products, so selling price will reduce a lot, okay. So this is how you can see that in different stages your selling price of your product will vary, it will not remain same, okay. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now let us discuss more question. I have more question to discuss. Two more question to discuss. Yeah, this question. Please read this question. Let us discuss this question also. Read this question. Read this question. Let us discuss this question also. Read this question. Please quickly read this question. And in between, if you have any query, you can ask me. ठीक है, quickly read this question. Actually we have 2 questions more to discuss. I want to discuss 2 questions more, so please read it quickly so that we can discuss more questions. Quickly read this question and let me know if you have done the reading of this question quickly. ठीक है, I hope the question is visible to all of you. Quickly read this question. If you have done the reading, quickly tell me that you have done the reading of this question. Kunal. Okay. See, I will take your more session. In case if there is some question which you think that we should cover in our classes, you can tell me. Okay, we will discuss them. Okay, so I will not take your next session of chapter 5, but yes, for the remaining session I will be there to help you. Okay, so in case if there is any question which we have not yet discussed, you can tell me. As Kunal is saying that there is a question which is related to linear programming. Yes, I remember, decision making, and we will discuss that. Okay, if not today, in any other session. Okay, we will discuss that. No problem. In transfer pricing or any other session, we will discuss that. Okay. So now let us discuss this question. We don't have enough time now, so let us discuss. Okay. Now see, we have a Bosch Limited has developed a special product. Okay, a company has developed a special product. Details are as follow. So we have a detail related to the company's product. The product will have a life of 5,000. The product will have a life cycle of 5,000 units. So during the entire life, they will produce 5,000 units. Okay, it is estimated that the market can absorb 4,500 unit at rupees 64 unit. Okay, and then the product will enter to decline stage. So it means that up to intro, growth, and maturity, these stages, they can absorb, this market can absorb 4,500 units. Okay, and then after this they will reach to decline stage. Okay, now the company estimates the following cost structure. The direct labor is given here. Okay, other variable cost is given here. Okay, the fixed cost will be 40,000 over the life of the cycle of the product. The labor rate and both of these costs will not change throughout the product life cycle. So these are the information which we have. It means that, see, what is the meaning of this line? It means the meaning of this line is that the labor rate and both of these costs will not change throughout the product life cycle, means this cost will remain fixed. Okay. The first batch of 100 unit will take 1000 labor hour to produce. Okay. First batch. So it means that in one batch they can produce 100 units. Okay. In one batch they can produce 100 units. Okay. And 80% learning curve is applicable to them. That will continue until 25,000 units are produced. So for producing 25,000 units, sorry, for producing 2,500 units, how many batches they can produce? 2,500, 25 batches. Up to 25 batches, learning curve is applicable. Why? Because it is clearly written here that there will be 80% learning curve that will continue until 2,500 units have been produced. Until you will produce 2,500 units, learning curve will be applicable. Okay? Means up to 25 batch, you can apply learning curve. Okay? Batch after this level will each take the same amount of time. So see, after this, up to this, you can apply learning curve. And after this, the rate, labor hour per unit will remain constant. Now see, what is this learning curve? I think you have not studied this concept in your CA Inter. Okay? So learning curve means with time, see, let me first explain you. For example, my labor is at this place. He is inefficient. Okay, my new labor. For example, you people, after becoming a CA, when you join an organization, you will be less efficient as compared to the other people, those who are working for a long time. Okay, gradually you will learn that work. Gradually you will improve. For example, you are producing less unit per hour, but gradually once you improve, you will learn the things and gradually you become perfect in that work. Okay, so after that you become efficient. Okay, in less time you can produce more. Okay, so this is how learning curve will apply on labor. Okay, but remember, learning curve never apply to experts. Okay, so if you are talking about any kind of expert, any kind of expert, okay, you can't apply learning curve on expert. Okay, you can apply the labors on the labors, you can apply learning curves. Okay. Okay, now it is clearly mentioned here that up to 25 batches you can apply learning curve, and remaining, see, since we are producing 5,000 units during the entire life cycle, so we have remaining 25 batches. Now for remaining 2,500 units, we have remaining batches, 25 batches on which we are not applying learning curve. Okay, we are not applying learning curve for remaining batches. Okay, we are not applying learning curve. Okay, now what is given here? Batch size is what? 100 unit one batch. We know that 100 unit one batch. Okay, now let us see the requirement of the question. Calculate the average selling price of the final 500 units. Acha, means the last 500 units. They want to find the selling price for the last 500 units. That will allow the company to earn the total profit, and the company wants to earn 80,000 total profit in the entire life cycle of the product. From the product, if the average time for the 24th batch, the average time for 24 batches is given. Acha. See, one thing I want to tell you here, that from one batch to 25 batch, The labor is learning at 80% capacity. After 25 batch, for remaining 25 batches, no learning curve will be applicable. Now, what does this mean? It means that for producing these units, labor is taking more time per hour per unit, then less time for next unit, then next less time for next unit, then less time for next unit. After this, after reaching to this place, the labor will become perfect, and the time which he will take at this place, 1 unit, for 1 unit, the labor hour he is taking at this place, he will, that labor hour will remain for the remaining units. Okay, that labor hour rate will remain the same for remaining units. Okay, so in this way it will work. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? See, you have questions related to learning curve here. Okay, I have seen the question related to learning curve in many chapter. So yes, we have questions related to this topic. Okay, we don't have any full-fledged chapter which is related to learning curve as we had in our old syllabus. Okay, in operating research, we had a full-fledged question related to learning curve, which we don't have here in new syllabus. But yes, we have many questions related to learning curve in different chapters. Okay, so yes, it is in our syllabus. Okay. Now let us see how to solve this question. We want to find out the average selling price for the last 500 units. Okay, so we want to find solution. Okay, we want to find the average. Okay, average selling price of the final 500 unit, of final 500 units. Okay, ji, we want to find this. For that, what we need to consider the direct labor. The direct labor. See, what will we do here? First of all, we will try to find out all the costs for the 5,000 units, the entire units, 5,000 units. First, we will consider all the cost. Then we will remove the cost of the 2,500 units which we have. Sorry, the 4,500 units. We will remove the cost of 4,500 units so that we will remain the cost of remaining 500 units. So in this way, we will do this question. First, we will try to find out the total cost for entire 5,000 units, out of which we will subtract the cost of 4,500 units. And in this way, we will get the cost of 500 units. Okay. So we will consider the direct labor cost. Then what will we consider? We will consider, we have other variable cost. Other variable cost. We have other variable cost. Then we have fixed cost. Okay, these are all, we will consider all cost. Okay, and in this way we will find the total life cycle cost. Total life cycle cost. Okay, then in this we will add our desired profit, the profit which we want to earn. Desired profit. Okay, so in this way we will get the expected sale value for 5,000 units. Value for 5,000 units, out of which what will we do? We will then subtract the sale value of 4,500 units. Sale value of 4,500 units. If we will subtract this now, we will get, what will we get? We will get the sale value for 500 units. Okay, which we want actually. Sale value of 500 units. You will get the sale value of 500 units. Now see in this question, it is easy to find the fixed cost. Okay, it is easy to find this fixed cost. It is easy to find the variable cost because it is given variable cost per unit is given 19 rupees. Okay, we know that we are producing 5,000 units. Okay, for these 5,000 unit, 19 rupees per unit is the variable cost. Okay, so it is easy to find this variable cost. Fixed cost is given in the question. What is the fixed cost? 40,000. है ना? So fixed cost is given here 40,000. Then what is difficult to find? It is we have to find out the way to find direct labor cost. ठीक है? Which is quite difficult to find. ठीक है? For finding this direct labor cost, we need to consider learning curve. ठीक है? Fixed cost is given. This value is 9,5. This. ठीक है? Desired profit, the profit which you want to earn is given 80,000. ठीक है? You want to earn 80,000. So see, you can see here, it is very easy to do all the question. You just have to find the way to calculate direct labor hour, direct labor cost. Okay. Once you will find this after considering the learning curve, it is very easy to solve this question. Now let us see how to consider the learning curve for finding the labor hour for entire 5,000 units. Okay. See how to find that. See, learning curve, the formula for learning curve, I don't know whether you know this or not. I think it is not in CA Inter. I'm considering this that it is not in CA Inter. So in such case, learning curve, formula for learning curve is this, A, X, B. Learn this formula. Okay. What is Y here? Y is the average time per batch, or per unit if you are doing the production in unit wise. ठीक है, labor is learning on unit wise. ठीक है, per batch. ठीक है, A is what? A is the time required for first batch. Time required for first batch. X is what? X is the cumulative number of batches produced. Cumulative number of batches produced. Okay, and V is what? Learning coefficient. Okay, now see, Y is the average time per batch, and this is what you need to find, the average time per batch, so that you can divide it with, you are producing 25 batches initially, so you can find out that. Okay, you need to calculate this average time, because you know that initially for one batch the time is more, for next time will reduce, for next time will reduce more, and this will continue up to 25 batches. So you want to find the average time. Okay, because the time is not fixed. For every batch, the time is different. So you want to find here the average time for the up to the place where the learning curve is applicable. Okay, A is the time required for the first batch. Okay, A is the time which is required for first batch. X is the cumulative number of batches. You are producing 25 batches here. Okay, and learning curve coefficient is 80% learning curve. So I think the learning curve coefficient is given in the question. ठीक है, and A, value of A is what? Is also given. A is here. What is A? Time required for first batch, that is 100 unit. They have mentioned that they are producing in one batch, they are producing 100 units. So the time required in first batch is given here for 100 unit. ठीक है, this is one batch. Time required is 1000. Average time required for first batch is 1000 hours. It is given. है ना? A is given. See, time required for first batch is given. time required for first batch is given. ठीक है, A is given, coefficient learning curve is given, number of cumulative batches is given, means 25, it is also given. So let us find this value. A is what? 1000, ठीक है, into x is what? 25 है ना, and coefficient यहाँ पे learning coefficient will come, and what is the value of learning coefficient? It is given in the question, 0.322. Apply the logarithm and algorithm, sorry, logarithm and anti-logarithm, find the value. ठीक है, I hope you know logarithm and anti-logarithm. You have learned this concept of logarithm and anti-logarithm in your math subject. So I'm not going to teach you that. ठीक है, we will apply log on both sides, and then we will try to find out the value. ठीक है, so if you will solve, you will get value log y as 2.549863. Then for removal of log, you will apply anti-log. ठीक है, anti-log of this value 2.549863. So y, the average time will come here as 354.70 hours. ठीक है, so this is the average time comes for each hour, each batch. ठीक है, now we will calculate the total time for 25 batches. Total time for 25 batches, what will you do? 25 into average time, whatever the average time we have here, 354.7. ठीक है, you will multiply them and you will get the value 8867.50 hours. ठीक है, this is the total time for 25 batches. Now see, the 25th batches, the time required, the labor hour required for the 25th batches will remain for the next 25 batches. So I want to calculate the time which is required for the 25th batch, not the total 25 batches, but the 25th batch. For that, I will I will subtract the total time for 24 batches. ठीक है, if I will subtract, I can get the time required for 25th batches. This value is given in the question. Total time for 24 batches is given in the question. What is this? Total time for 24 batches is 359.40. It is given in the question. ठीक है जी, ठीक है, average time for 24 batches. So from average you can calculate the total time. ठीक है, so 24 into whatever the average is given, from here you can find the total time required for 24 batches. This value is 359.40. This will come here as 8625.60 hours. ठीक है जी, here you will get the time required for 25th batch, not total but 25th. Why are you calculating the time for 25th batch? Because for 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 up to 50, learning curve is not applicable. So for every next batch, the time will be same. ठीक है, this will not be average but the same time. So 25th time will be applicable for remaining hours. ठीक है, so after subtracting that, I will get 241.90 hours. ठीक है, now see how I will reach at this place. At this place, how will I do the calculation of this page? I will first consider the total time for 25 batches. ठीक है, 25 batches. Total time for 25 batches, because we know that we are producing 5,000 units, and in every batch we are producing 100 units. We are total producing 5,000 unit. In every batch we are producing 100 unit. It means we are doing the production in 50 batches. ठीक है, In 24, 25 batches, learning curve is applicable. Remaining learning curve is not applicable, but the time for 25th batch will be applicable for remaining 25 batches. So here I will take the total time for 25 batches, which is total time for 25 batches is this. I will consider this 8867.5. 8867.5. This is my time for 1 to 25 batches, total 25 batches. And the time which is required for 25th batch will be applicable for remaining 25 batches. I will consider that. And the rate of labor per hour is rupees, what given in the question? 6. Okay. What is the time for 25th batch? It is 241.90. 241.9. Okay. In this way, you can calculate here the direct labor. What is the value of direct labor? 89490. Okay, ji. So you can calculate here the total life cycle cost, and then the sale value for entire 5,000 units. Then sale value of 4,500, how can we calculate? See, for the sale value of 4,500, selling price per unit is given somewhere. Somewhere it is given, yes. For 4,500 units, 64 per unit is the selling price. So you can multiply with 64, this value will come here. Okay, 5,000 for 5,000 unit, you will calculate the value, and they have already mentioned you that up to the maturity stage, you can sell your product at rupees 64 per unit. So you can get the total sale value up to maturity. Okay, so after subtracting this, you can get the value for the next 500 units. Now tell me, it is clear? Is it clear? Tell me quickly. See, Sumit is asking me how this learning curve is applicable in practical lives. It is very important in practical life. Learning curve is very good concept to follow in case of manufacturing organization. You know, in case of manufacturing organization, if you hire a labor, initially the labor is completely unskilled. For example, you have hired a labor in a working cell. He don't even know about the machines, and you know the relationship between the labor and the machine should be like mother and baby relationship. The worker should take care of the machines like a mother. So for that he need to be trained. Okay, so obviously the learning curve will be applicable to such labor, and yes, learning curve will be applicable in practical life. Okay, this is applicable in practical life. It is applicable in practical life. I hope it is clear. If you can give me the answer of sales value here, it will be good. And yes, I have one more question to discuss, but I don't know if you are interested or not. I have one more question to discuss. Now quickly tell me the answer so that we can proceed further. One more question, small question. We will take a small question also. Okay? So that we can cover the maximum questions. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay? There is no doubt in it. But yes, we have learning question in many places, many chapter, many topic. We have to consider that. Yeah, expected sales value. You can see here that the sales value will come for 5,000 units. If you will add them, can you give me the value at this place? Total life cycle cost. Can you give me the value at this place? The value at this place is 34490. See, this is the value which we have. But if you want to calculate this value, sorry. Yeah. Wait. I think this is not the right value. What is the value? 22490, and at this place this value will come as 304490, and at this place this value will come as 288. If you will subtract, you will get here 16490. This will be the value for 500 unit. If you want to calculate the price per unit, you can do one thing. Sales value for these 500, last 500 units, sales value, sale price per unit, if you want to calculate, 1649 divided by 500. You can find the sale price per unit also. Okay. Expected sales value, if you can see that if we don't have this information that up to maturity you can sell 4500, and in decline stage you have to sell your remaining unit. If you don't have that knowledge, in such case you can find that the entire life cycle, what is the expected sales value per unit of your product. Then in such case you can do one thing, divide this entire value with 5000 units. You can find out that. Okay. Now let us take one question. I know the time is less, but I want to take that question. I don't want to leave that question. So let us take a question quickly. There's that question. Yeah, this question. Mock test paper question. We have a question which is related to mock test paper. Quickly read it. Quickly read it. See, in practical life, condition may vary. Question by Sumit. Yeah. Sumit, see, you have asked me that the formula Y is equals to AXBC. See, we don't have concept in detail related to this topic, but yes, it is applicable. See, in the question it is mentioned that the learning curve of the labor is 80%. He is learning at the rate of 80%, but it might be possible in some cases his learning is 90%, sometimes 60%. Accordingly it may change. Okay, that depend on labor capacity itself. Okay, its own learning experience. Okay, so that it depend on various things. Okay, and for that we have to consider the conditions which exist in organization. Okay, but yes, you can apply this in practically in any organization. You can apply it. Now quickly read this question. I want to discuss it. Okay, I want to discuss this question. Quickly, I just want to discuss this question quickly. See, we have a company, N2O company, is engaged in manufacturing of many chemicals. This company is producing many chemical products. Okay? It is using many chemicals, some of which are very fast moving, some of which is slow moving, and few of them are non-moving chemicals. So company is manufacturing chemicals. In their organization, they have fast moving chemical, slow moving chemical, non-moving chemical. These are the categories of their chemical. Okay? The company has a stock of 10 units of non-moving toxic chemical. Now the company have 10 units toxic chemical in their organization, and the book value of this 10 units of toxic chemical is this, the realizable value of this toxic chemical is this, and the replacement cost of this toxic chemical is this. Okay? So the book value, so realizable value, and replacement cost of this non-moving toxic chemical is given. Okay. Now, one of the customer of the company asked to supply 10 units of a product which needs all the 10 units of non-moving chemical as an input. So one of the person, a customer, he came to this company and this customer asked them to sell them this non-moving toxic chemical. Okay. Now see, this customer will use this as an input. Okay. Now, now the other cost information is given here. Okay. And what is the requirement of the question? Recommend the minimum unit price to be charged to the customer without any loss to the company. See, they're asking you to charge the minimum price. What the minimum price the organization should charge from the customer. Okay. Now for that you need to consider the cost which you should consider for finding it. Okay. The cost which you can consider. Okay. So you will consider the material cost. You will consider the material cost. Okay. Now what will come here as a material cost? 2500, 2400, 4200 or 3500. So they are saying that in relevant costing they will take 3500. Why not 2400? Because book value is a sunk cost. Okay. So you will not consider the book value. And replacement cost, you can consider the replacement cost if the chemical is of moving nature. If the chemical is moving nature, it can replace and it can be used further. So since the chemical is non-moving toxic nature, you will take the realizable value for the product. Okay. You will take this 3500 value here at this place. Okay. Then you will, okay, and 3500 divided by 10 units. Okay. So in this way you can find the cost per unit as 350. Then overhead expenses, you will not consider overhead expenses. Why? Because it is a irrelevant cost. Whether you will consider, whether you will take the proposal, means whether you will sell the product to the customer or not, you have to incur the overhead cost. Okay. So this is not relevant for taking the decision. So that is why you will not consider the overhead expense. Okay. Out of pocket expense, yes, you will consider this rupees 50. Okay. Labor cost. For labor cost, they have given you information. The labor force required for the production of the product will be deployed from among the permanent employees. So labor here are permanent in nature, means whether you sell this product to the customer or not, the organization will have to incur the labor cost. Again, this labor cost is not relevant for taking this decision. Okay, we will not take the labor cost and we will consider other material cost, which is 80. So in this way, this will be the minimum price the organization will quote for the product. Okay. Why you have included, you have not included these costs, you have to give the reason why you have taken here the realizable value. Why not book value? Book value is sunk cost. Why not replacement costs? Because it is a non-moving product, that is why you have not taken the replacement cost. Why you have not taken the labor cost? Because labor are permanent in nature and that is why it is irrelevant for decision. Is okay. Similarly, overhead expenses, whether you take the proposal or not, the organization will have to incur this expense, overhead expense and labor. That is why it is not relevant for taking the decision and that is why you have not taken that cost. Okay, you will consider these costs and you will decide the value, okay, for the product. Okay, so this is how you can do this question. You can see the type of question which can come from this topic in your examination. You have any doubt, you can ask me. You have any doubt? Okay, Kunal, expected sale value. I hope you understand. Okay, ye ho gaya hamara. We have discussed this. So in this case, if you will go to the solution, you can see the reason why they have not considered the replacement cost. Why they have not considered the book value? Because it is a sunk cost. They have considered the realizable value for the material cost. Okay, they have not considered the labor cost. Why it is a sunk cost? Because it is not relevant for decision. Why? Because they are using the permanent labor for producing the goods. Okay, so labor are permanent in nature, means whether you produce this goods or not, you have to incur this cost. That is why it is a sunk cost. Okay, and you don't need to consider it for taking the decision. Okay. overhead cost, again, not necessary to take it into consideration. It's a sunk cost, because whether you take the proposal or not, the organization will have to incur these overhead expenses. But yes, you will consider the pocket expenses and other material cost, you will consider them. ठीक है. And the last is advise a pricing policy if the market is perfect competition. It is a separate portion of the question. If the market is perfect competition, then you are a price taker. ठीक है? You are a price taker. ठीक है? You cannot follow your own pricing policy. ठीक है? If the market is perfect competition market, you cannot follow your own pricing policy. You're a price taker. You will follow going rate pricing method. ठीक है? Going rate pricing method. I hope it is all clear to all of you. ठीक है? In case if there is any question you want me to do, we can do it in remaining session. ठीक है? You can ask me to do the question. We will do all those question in remaining session. ठीक है? Okay, now if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, let us say good night. You have any query in your mind, you can ask me. No query, no question. Anything which you want to ask me? No query. Chalo, good night then. Good night, take care. Bye-bye.